Welcome to Beware of Spoilers. I'm Adam, and with us today we have Josie because Peter couldn't be here because
Hello.
he is off in I think Seattle for something, but he couldn't be here, so we have Josie again this week or this month. Um, we're going to be doing Independence Day Resurgence this week, which is the sequel to original Independence Day, which came out in 1997 um, with Will Smith. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum, and Bill Pullman. The original movie at this point, I think, is just considered a classic by I think just about everyone. Do you
I
agree?
don't know. I guess so. I've last time I saw it, I've only seen it in pieces, and the last time I saw a piece of it was forever ago. So,
I mean, it's basically a glorified B movie. Like this is something that if it didn't come out in 1997 when it did, and it came out today, it'd be relegated to Sci-Fi Channel with the likes of like Sharknado or something like that. And the movie, the original movie was about aliens that came to Earth, try to take all our resources, so the humans fight back and blow them all up. After they blow up a lot of our stuff. The movie picks up 20 years after the fact, where we've used the technology from the downed alien ships to improve our planet and create defenses for if the aliens ever do come back. But they do come back, and they try to destroy the world again. Um, Now, a lot of the reviews have not exactly been kind to this movie. This is to be expected from a Roland Emmerich movie. I'm not sure why people expect anything more from him, though.
hmm
Because like when you go to see this movie tonight, are you looking for anything like in particular from this movie?
me?
Yeah.
No.
Like, are you looking for like a deep story or anything like that?
I'm just gonna go watch it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, okay, like there are
All I
some like
know is that I'm going. My dad is very excited about it because he loved the first Independence Day. My mother as well. Um, they're very excited, and they can't wait to see something even similar that has today's graphics in it. Not
he-
graphics, but CGI and stuff.
here's the thing with most Roland Emmerich movies. You're gonna be very happy if you go with the intent to watch something blow up or things get destroyed, like
Well,
Independence Day, The Day After
I don't know
Tomorrow.
what else you'd want from it. I mean,
Exactly,
it's not like the first one had a big old plot, I don't think, from what I can remember.
what's it called, like
I mean, obviously,
20
it didn't grab my attention enough for me to sit there and watch the whole movie.
2012, Day After Tomorrow, Independence Day. Now this one, it's just gonna be it's a disaster porn movie.
hmm
That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's been a long time since we've had a disaster porn that didn't have like fucking Transformers in it. So I think that's something that people are really excited about.
Right. Like it's it's like what we, I mean like yeah, Transformers and Man of Steel also had it a little bit.
But
Well, no,
still,
no, no, we
just
did
something
last
that
year.
isn't what I'm saying is something that isn't fucking superheroes
Last year we did.
or robots. What was that?
San Andreas.
Shit doesn't really blow up in it, it just breaks.
Well, no, well that's the thing too. Nothing really blows up in 2012, but it's still a disaster porn movie because you're watching it to watch stuff get destroyed.
Yeah, I guess
Not
so.
necessarily blow up, but just mass destruction is what you're watching it for. And that if you're really looking for anything else out of this movie, I don't
But
know
I
what to
don't
tell
think
you.
San Andreas didn't have as much of a hype, where this has got a lot of hype because people are very like, oh my gosh, Independence Day, so excited. Where San Andreas was like, fucking A, Rocket, The Rock in another goddamn fucking movie.
Yeah, exactly.
At least
Like,
this time it's not wearing fairy wings and a tutu.
yeah, true. That's a fair point. But like, here, like, even if it wasn't an Independence Day movie, and it was just Roland Emmerich's next project, it'd still have hype because this is what he does, and he does it very well.
He hypes.
No, 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 no. He creates spectacles of destroying stuff.
Oh.
Like that's his thing. Like what's it called? Who else has a type like that doing weird movies? Like oh, like he's like Wes Anderson kinda, where Wes Anderson creates like the quirky, like weird, like the you've seen a Wes Anderson movie before, right?
Probably. I don't know though.
Like Rushmore, Grand Budapest Hotel, Left Quadrant with Steve Zissou,
I don't know.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Like those are all Wes Anderson movies. What's it called? A Scorsese movie. You tell it's a Scorsese movie. Like a Roland Emmerich movie, you can tell is a Roland Emmerich movie, and that's what makes them so good. Is that you like it has his like stamp on it, and you can tell, and that's what's gonna and that really is all you're really looking for with this, which is why like reviews, like it's so bad it's good. Like I'm not going for the plot, I'm not going for the acting. Like you can tell I'm not going for the acting when you cast Liam Hemsworth in one of the lead roles. Like I don't care who it is. Like you didn't get Will Smith back, that didn't deter me from not seeing this movie.
I'm surprised. Why didn't they get Will Smith back? Do you know?
Suicide Squad, because he was
Oh,
actively filming Suicide Squad at the time, so he had scheduling conflict.
okay.
So his son, not Jaden Smith, his son in the original movie is
Oh,
filling
okay.
the role.
Good. At least it's not Jaden Smith.
It's not Jaden Smith, no.
Thank goodness. Have you seen him and his sister next
The,
to each other? They look like the same person,
they
except the
probably are the
girl's
same person.
taller.
They probably are the same person. Let's be honest. Um, like it's like here are some of the reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. The tone is bizarrely upbeat throughout, as if the alien invasion is really just an extension of a Fourth of July party, and it's used to letting off fireworks and making as much noise as possible. Um, the few simple pleasures of having the original film have been cast aside for the embrace of CGI disorder on a psychotic scale. It's just people don't understand what they're going to this movie for. It's like, what was the other movie where it was just like, I don't understand what people expected going into it. Like,
Mhm.
there was another one that recently was just like, you just fun. Oh, Tusk, where Tusk got like abysmally reviewed, but people were reviewing it as if it was an actual horror movie. It's not a horror movie; it's a parody of horror movies. Like this isn't like that. It's just I want to go and see stuff get destroyed in spectacular fashion. Like that's all I want from this movie, and I know for a fact that this movie's gonna execute on that promise. Um,
I'm just glad it's not another fucking superhero movie.
right, yeah, because then we only have two more of those this year. We're already at the halfway mark on that. Cause we have all Suicide Squad and Doctor Strange.
What do
Um,
you mean? There's more coming out than that.
this year
Oh,
for the year 2016 is only two more. Um, but yeah,
either
our
way.
like for our list, we only have two, I think. Yeah, we have. So yeah, so we will like right now we're recording it. It's the middle of the day. We're both not seeing it till later. Um,
Dear, my dog.
yeah.
She needs to go out.
So we'll be back after the show, which for again as usual for you it'll be just a few seconds. For us it'll be a little bit longer. Um, but we'll be back after. We'll give you our thoughts. We're gonna do what we did last time again. Review without spoilers and then a review with spoilers just to make sure we don't ruin the movie for anyone who wants to see it. It's a pretty short runtime too. Do you see how long the movie runs?
Hmm.
2 hours,
Oh, cool.
which is nice because it's like Deadpool, very short. That's it. All the rest have been very long this year. So we'll be back later tonight. This is gonna probably end up going up around 1 a.m. Eastern time, 1:30 ish at the late, maybe 2 even, Eastern time. Hopefully it doesn't run that long because I have to what's it called? I have work in the morning. So we'll be back later tonight with the rest of it. One, and we're back. What did you think? We're not gonna
Speak
do.
up.
Okay, we're not gonna do a spoiler and then a not spoiler review because really there's nothing really to spoil for this movie. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I haven't seen the first one. Well, I've seen bits and pieces of it. Like I've seen the ending and stuff. It was definitely, it was funny, you know,
Yeah,
and there was lots of explosions.
which is what you wanted to see in this
Yeah.
kind of movie.
Of course. Um, from what I was told, there's a lot of references to the original or the first.
Yep.
Um, and it would also have been a heck of a lot better if they'd waited for Will Smith.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? That's
Nope.
just what I heard. I have no fucking clue. Um,
I
I thought
think
it's funny. I thought that I I think the CGI on the aliens was really good in the ship and stuff.
the
But I'm just
CG was
wondering,
it was hit or miss a little bit for me.
you think so?
Some of it looked better when they did
Um,
practical effects in the original.
I thought it was too funny, but I don't really like action movies that are too funny. Except
Hmm.
for whatever reason I like Deadpool. But that's a personal thing. Um, what else? Oh, I hate that stupid Eva chick at the end, the robot.
Yeah.
That was the stupidest freaking thing in the whole wide world. It's totally Eva from Wall-E. Eva
No, it's not.
sounds like that, and I don't understand. It's totally her. It's just a big one of her, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you throw that shit in? And I get the whole idea of having some outside help. That's cool and all, but do it in a more original way. Like, not in a way that looks like it came out of a cartoon.
They didn't
For
have
real,
outside help though.
have some originality.
They didn't have outside help though in this movie.
Right, but then what is this for then? What's the point of her? Is it just to set up in the future them having even cooler weapons? And then
Partially,
possibly intergalactic or interstellar travel or some shit like that?
yes, which
Like, is that what it is?
I'm looking forward to. But no, that's not. Her purpose was she was the
And that's
they.
cool and all, but why the fuck would she? Why did they have to make her look like the way she does? And if they're so advanced that they've transcended the need for physical bodies, why the hell would they make fucking robot bodies that were so goddamn puny and we're getting the shit kicked out of them? So that way there's only one left.
Because it appears as
You're
if they
that fucking smart. You're that.
they don't
What'd
seem
you
to
say?
be a war race like the aliens that are invading Earth again.
So
So why would they
they've been
have?
but they've been dealing with those guys for freaking ever. So what I don't understand is in that time, why not create better fucking bodies for yourself? If you can create weapons that can destroy them, why
You're
not
more
create more bodies?
nitpicky than
But
I am
another
with
thing
this.
is that why I don't like that. I don't like that. I think that was the stupidest thing. Why, if you're so awesome that you've transcended the need for bodies, how the fuck would you? Why the fuck can't you tell that a fucking human is not those freaking alien things?
Because they weren't tracking it by
And if you
visual.
can't tell,
What?
exactly. And I bet if they had a body, they'd have eyes, and they'd be able to tell.
Wait, what
How
are you
fucking
trying to
stupid
do?
is that?
What's the point you're trying to make with that? With that the
It's just
aliens
so
that aren't
stupid.
the evil
It's not a
aliens?
very. It's just not very thought out. That stupid ball thing. The
Okay.
Eva character.
Okay. Um, I really liked the movie, even if Josie did not. I
I
thought it
liked
was
the movie. I just didn't like her. I thought that was the stupidest thing.
I didn't think that was. I didn't think that was dumb. I like
Why?
that because it was.
It looks
I
like they
thought.
just threw it in there to be like, oh yeah, cool, let's set shit up so that way they'll have even cooler weapons. What the fuck's the point?
No, because it made sense. There are other aliens out there that are trying to um, take down the evil aliens.
But the alien doesn't make sense.
How?
Even in the
I
slightest.
understand how. Like I understand how
Hmm?
you think. I understand how you think how it doesn't make sense, but that's wrong. Because like and that's also the least of like what's wrong with the movie. That like the purpose of the orb is to set up how they win by outsmarting the aliens. That was the purpose of the orb in
I
this
don't know.
movie,
I
and
thought it was
partially to
just
set
so
up
stupid.
sequels. But that wasn't the. We spent 6 minutes on that. We didn't spend 6 minutes on the orb.
I thought it was something that was not needed, and it would have been perfectly fine without.
I think you could have done without the last 10-20 minutes of a movie where they have the queen wandering around in a giant body.
No, I thought that was cool. I just thought that it was really stupid where they were just like, oh, okay, so we're gonna destroy her ship. Awesome. Holy fuck. Let's make this even more crazy and let's throw in a school bus full of children. Oh my gosh, the peril.
Yeah,
It was very.
I think of
And
everyone that should have died.
could
I
that
think
guy
Judd
get
Hirsch
any
should have
more
died.
Jewish?
I think he should have died.
Huh?
I think Judd
Who?
Hirsch should
The
have
Jewish
died.
guy?
If that's how you see him. If that's how you see him, then
Yes. But he
he
he went
won.
with all the stereotypes, so
Hmm. If that's how you see it, then I guess we'll talk about it like that. But no, I think there was the what's it called? The biggest that his whole plot line could have been cut out completely too, and I would have been fine with it.
mhm.
Because it's not like it really did anything to the plot.
Except, put a bunch of children in peril,
Hmm.
which
Yeah,
made the scene attempt to be more intense.
maybe. What else? The destruction was better. It was Roland Emmerich at his best. Do you agree?
I don't know. Sure.
What else? This movie was very good. They did a good job of doing like passing of the torch. Like from the old cast to the new cast.
Yeah. The one thing was that my parents wished they'd done is made that Jake kid be the Hick guy's son.
Nah,
Do you
I
know what
don't
I'm
think that
talking
was
about?
necessary.
Well, okay, whatever then.
Because like I think like the Hick guy's son
They
was
just
too
said
old.
that it would have been cool.
I think he would have
Yeah.
been too old for that. Because he was already like a teenager to like young adult or
He
college
had
age.
multiple sons. What about the young kid?
There was a young kid.
Wasn't there a younger one?
There was a
Yeah,
daughter.
that's what they were telling me. I don't know. That's what they were telling me.
Um, what else is there? Yeah, I mean, like if you went into this movie just looking for like good destruction and then like aliens fighting people, then you'll be happy with this movie. Like, I don't know if you basically the best way to say it is if you liked the first one, you'll like this one. If you
Well,
didn't
I
like
mean,
the first one, you won't like
half
this
the
one.
movie was just the spaceship landing
Yes, like
and
I was
just
fine with
watched
that.
the destruction.
Yeah, that's what I went. That's what I paid
I don't
$13
know.
to
There
see.
wasn't as much alien fighting as you would think that there would be.
No, there was a good amount of alien fighting too. What else? So, I think that's really all we could say about it. Because, like, look, I mean, it's not like it's a movie like, it's not like it's a movie where you have to really explain the plot. You can look at the premise and say it's a sequel to Independence Day. What's gonna happen? The aliens are gonna come back. They're gonna be bigger. They're gonna destroy more stuff. The humans are gonna stop them. What else? Like, I don't know what else you would expect from this movie. Um, you'll get to see a lot of very well CG destruction. It's the characters are developed enough to progress the story, and yeah, I mean I don't know what else to say. So, do you have anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Okay, so what would you rate the movie?
I guess like a 5. It made me laugh, so.
Um, I would give it a solid 7.5, 8, because I really like
Mm.
Batman v Superman. When I left it, I felt like I was what's it called, like dragged through the mud to enjoy this movie. Like where I had to where I don't know if it was part of me was like I want to disagree with the critics and like this movie or whatever, but it felt like I was dragged through the movie forcibly. Same thing with X Men Apocalypse, where just the movie dragged on and you're just kind of strung along for the ride. Here, the movie goes on and it's like you don't feel the time pass as the movie goes because you're just like in the beginning it drags a little bit, but the pacing's good after what's it called after we're first introduced to or reintroduced to Jeff Goldblum's character. Um, but yeah, I think this is definitely in top three of movies I've seen so far this year. It was I left that movie and I thought it was really good. So 7.5 I would give it. But yeah, this is a shorter episode. We haven't done an episode this short in a while. But I mean, granted, also it's not really a movie that's gonna spawn a franchise. It'll spawn a sequel, if that. If it performs well, it'll spawn the third and final movie in the Independence Day trilogy, and that will be at some point in the near future. Um, but I think not much more to
Or
expand on
they
with
could
that.
do it to death like they did with Transformers.
I don't think they will. Roland Emmerich isn't the type. Like if he feels there's a story to tell, he'll tell it, but that's it.
Who's
Because
that?
like this is what
Who's who's that?
Roland Emmerich. He's the director.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and because it's like none of his other movies have ever had sequels or anything close to it. Like 2012 was a one-off. Independence Day is the only one to get a sequel. Granted, he only has like three well-known movies, but still. Um, what else was there? But yeah, so we will be back in a few weeks. We have a few more episodes coming up this year. We have Star Trek Beyond coming at the end or middle of July. Then early August we have Suicide Squad. Then for March we have Magnificent Seven. We don't have one in October. We have two in November. We have Doctor Strange and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then for December we have Rogue One, a Star Wars story for the rest of the year. Before we come back in January with next year's movies. Next time Peter will be back as well. Josie, you might want to be back as well because it's a Star Trek movie we're going to be doing. And we'll give our rankings of movies that we've done so far this year and see and we'll try to fit them into that ranking of what was the best, what was the worst so far in 2016 because that'll be the midway point. So we'll be back with that.